Hola everybody, it's me, Maris, and it's a Thursday, and I've got a Thursday energy forecast, and then we're going to do a little weekend preview. It's been a heck of a week, oh my goodness. I went home Friday afternoon / evening, and my husband was septic. He had had a dog bite in his hand, and was septic by the time I got home on Friday afternoon, evening, something like that. It was around 5-ish. And I had to rush him to the hospital, and he was admitted. He's been in the hospital like 6 days. Today's day 6. Um, and long story short, he gets to come home today. My cool neighbor next door is going to pick him up and bring him home. Home health gets to come to our house every day for like 2 weeks, something like that. And oh yeah, it was just a mell of a hess. But hopefully things will get better. So anyway, I have a energy forecast for using the sacred earth. You know, I always like these cards because it's like kind of like talking to the grandmas. You know, it's like sometimes you just need some elder wisdom. Okay. And I feel like this deck is some elder wisdom. Look at this cool hanging. That's my friend Christy gave that to me for Christmas. She's a cool chick. I like her. Okay. Alright, so more cards on the floor, and I'm like, oh my god. Okay. So, got a bunch of cards here in my hand, and, oh, interesting way to start out. And we are using the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. It's what I call like talking to the grandmothers, and there's several cards, so get your snack or your drink, whatever, and let's get looking at that. But, you know, I almost neglected doing this, and I'm like to do that. I realized I'd been at the hospital this morning helping my husband get his things ready so he can go home. He's so excited about going home. He didn't miss me because I was there every day, but he missed our fur babies, and so he's anxious to get home. So I like this first card. Good morning, Sebi. How are you? The first card is expectation. And I'm getting it's really important to set expectations high. And raising the bar is the message that I'm getting through there. It's really important to raise the bar. Sometimes sometimes we go into things and we'll go, I have no expectations. That way I won't get disappointed. Okay, you're not fulfilling your own needs when you don't have a level of expectation. Okay, when it comes to relationships, your work, where you live, you have to have an expectation, or people will run over you. You know, they'll tell you whatever, and you'll be in a very unhappy place. All right, so when we look at expectation, that again, it is telling us to raise the bar. We haven't been placing enough expectation, and I'm going to say expectations are an awful lot like rules of engagement and boundaries. They let people know what you will and will not honor or respect. Okay? Now, the obstacle to setting those bars or raising those expectations is reaction. So my question to you on this, is it your reaction that you're worried of? Or is it the reaction of others that concerns you? You know, if you've spent most of your adult life living without expectation, it's very difficult to start to place boundaries on others or rules of engagement and expect that people aren't going to question that or have a sense of reaction. So be mindful of that. Are you more worried about how you're going to feel or what you think you might feel? Or are you worried about how others are going to feel? All right, consistency is going to be your key to success. Consistency, not wavering. So if you set out those boundaries and you place expectations into your scenarios, into your life, into your work, into your home, etc., that being consistent, you can't wishy-washy away from that. So today you may say, I'm going to set this boundary and this is what I expect. And they're all like, oh my God, I can't believe that she expects me to come to work on time. Yes, I do. Okay. And then they realize that there's going to be consequences when those expectations are being, blown off, not taken seriously, because creating that state of self-boundary, of self-expectations, and then having those rules of engagement so people know this is what you will and will not accept in your vibe. And it's going to be difficult, I won't lie. It's going to be very difficult because everyone's going to expect that you're playing from the willy-nilly rules of engagement, or that your lack of boundaries in the past. They're going to wonder why you're trying to create boundaries now. And a lot of this has to do with finding your self-value. How you honor yourself and how you want others to honor and respect you, including your boundaries or meeting your expectations and raising that bar. And, so when you look at this, you're going to find all of these new information, or not really new information. You're going to find things about yourself that you have been neglecting. And you're going to want to reach out and start working on those to bring them back into a sense of harmony with who you are. You shine like a star, man. And this is once you start using your voice and you start following through with what you have as an expectation, that you've raised a bar to a particular place and that you expect others to be a part of that awakening or reawakening. Those are forms of leadership. You don't have to be the owner of a company or a major CFO or anything to that effect. You are the owner and the CFO, CEO, etc. of your own vibration. And when you start honoring who you are, there's this, you shine like a star. It's really brilliant. And I'm getting brilliant colors, brilliant vibration, brilliant things working through in a very effective way. And again, we are beginning to push into this phase where we are honoring who we are and we're creating our rules of engagement, or rewriting them maybe, and bringing that energy to a forefront so that people start to see us, treat us, and respect us in a heightened manner. So they're not like, oh, that's just Susie over there. Now they're like, oh, here comes Susie. I love working with her because she keeps everything going in such a cool flow. So it's like they start seeing the good aspects of you. Now, whoops, we're going to have a little monkey wrench, but it's not a negative monkey wrench. It's actually going to be something that works out. And this is the perception card, but what I'm paying attention to and what caught my eye was right over here. All right, so we've got that little spiral. I love spirals. and it's right there in that third eye area. So we're talking about an enhanced ability, and I'm going to say to read between the lines, an enhanced ability to see what other people are not seeing, an enhanced ability to grasp the true meaning behind many things. And I'm getting like sometimes things are a facade, and we're not always clear that it's a facade. We think it's, oh my God, I love this thing. But it's like a front or a cover. Hey, good morning, Serena. How are you? So it's like a front or a cover for something. And then you realize, oh, I think, yeah. And people don't like their covers blown. And not saying that you're going to be blowing covers, but I'm saying you're going to be able to see behind the mask. You're going to be able to understand what's really going on around you, whether it's your work, your home life, whatever. You're like, oh, now I get it. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. And what does this do? This actually creates a sense of space. And when I'm looking at this, it's not only space as in like 5 feet around me space, but it is also space as in freedom, as in liberation. When you start to see the truth in things, you are no longer enslaved to those things, and it creates a sense of liberation. So it's a little bit interesting, a little bit different on the reading today, but it is about your awakening, my awakening, our awakening, and that as that energy is flowing in, that we're able to see things of a more true nature in what's going on around us. And that way we can make better choices. We can make better choices to move forward in our journey to move forward and progress as human beings. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and it is a little bit of a preview of what we're rolling into this weekend. But don't forget to watch my video tomorrow, and we'll get a little bit more clarity in what's going to be happening and coming in through on the weekend. So peace, love, and harmony. I hope to see you soon. And don't forget to give me some stars on here. It's kind of cool. I like stars. It says that you think I'm doing a good job. And, makes me feel good. So peace. See you later.